Good morning, and it is great to see so many people here today. I want to take this opportunity for a special welcome. Premier Ford, welcome to North Bay.
Mayor, thank you.
I want to say thank you on behalf of all the citizens of North Bay and Northern Ontario for your support, for your government support, our ministers that are here today supporting. But first of all, I want to certainly recognize somebody who's a close and dear friend of mine, MPP Vic Fideli, for all the work he's done in the riding and right across this province. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I want to take time to put out to the ONTC team and Chad for all the work and the leadership that he provides and for bringing back Ontario Northland to what it should be. Hear, hear. We're here today to mark another milestone in the return of the Northlander, and we're all looking forward to seeing the train back in full service. This is such an important service for our northern communities. It connects people to jobs, education, medical appointments, and other services that aren't always easy to reach. It also helps our local businesses by bringing visitors and tourists to this area, supporting our economy and the entire economy for Northern Ontario. With that in mind, I want to hand things over to Chairman Al Spacek. Al?
Good morning, bonjour, wache. I'm Al Spacek, Chair of the Ontario Northland Transportation Commission, and it's a privilege to once again welcome you all back to the beautiful city of North Bay for another fantastic transportation announcement. Today, we're grateful to be joined by the Premier of Ontario, Doug Ford, PA to the Minister of Transportation, Rick Brisé, local MPP, Minister of Economic Development and Champion for Ontario Northland, Vic Fideli, Minister Graydon Smith, and George Peary. His Worship spoke earlier, Mayor Cherico, and of course our CEO, our team leader, Chad Evans, and my fellow commissioners who are here today, William Ferguson, Katie Philp, Al Yeomans, and our Vice Chair, RJ Falcone. For those keeping track, this is already the fourth provincial announcement in 4 months this year, which goes to show how this government is serious about the North, and they're serious about the people of the North. Well, on behalf of Ontario Northland, I want to again thank Premier Ford and his entire team for their support and resolve over the last several years. Big projects require bold leaders, and that's exactly what we have here at the podium this morning. We have leaders who are able to think big and deliver. We also have numerous Ontario Northland employees with us here today. These are the women and the men who turn the wrenches and therefore turn good government policy into reality. And without their hard work, none of this would be possible. So thank you. Thank you very much. And thank you again to Premier Ford and the countless individuals from north to south who have helped us push this project forward. And with that, it's my pleasure to welcome someone who's no stranger to Northern Ontario, PA Rick Brisé. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you, Al, for the kind introduction. It is great to be back here again in North Bay on behalf of Minister Sarkaria, alongside, of course, Premier Ford, Ontario Northland CEO Chad Evans, and the Chair, Alan Spacek. And of course, my colleagues, MPP Fideli, MPP Peary, and MPP Smith are here. It's wonderful to have the whole team together. Our government was elected on a promise to protect Ontario, and that includes making sure that people in Northern Ontario have a safe and reliable way to get where they need to go. As we plan to bring the Northlander back into service, we've already reached several major milestones. Under the leadership of Premier Ford, our government has invested more than $100 million in rail infrastructure improvements all along the corridor. We completed the North Bay Rail Bypass, which will cut travel times by 15 minutes to the North Bay Station. We've renovated stations at Cochrane and Englehart, and renovations at North Bay Station are nearing completion. Construction's also underway at the Timmins Porcupine Station. We've rebuilt platforms, and we continue to install shelters at stations all along the corridor. Investing in fast and reliable transit is a key part of our government's plan to get people and goods moving. Today, we're one step closer to restoring Northlander service and transforming the way people travel across northeastern Ontario. And with that, I'd like to turn it over to my good friend and someone you all know certainly, MPP Vic Fideli. Thank you very much.
Well, as you can see, the Northlander is here, folks. Thank you, Premier Ford, for making this dream of the North a reality. For the people of Ontario, this means more choice and convenience in travel options. Here in North Bay, we felt the excitement of people seeing these blue and yellow train cars spotted up and down the tracks, texting photos as they saw it coming up. The anticipation, we heard daily about this anticipation for this train's return. Premier, it's not just about bringing back the Northlander train, but more importantly, it's restoring passenger rail service for the people who live here, who will rely on the train to reach medical appointments, concerts, sporting events in Toronto, and heading further north. It's about restoring a crucial transportation link, especially for those without access to reliable transportation. It's about the choice to take the train during our long winter season instead of having to drive yourself. These new train sets will offer modern amenities, comfortable seating, and better accessibility. You're going to see that as you walk through them today. It's about maximizing your time by booking a business class seating pod and holding virtual meetings there using the train's Wi-Fi. It's about exploring Ontario staycations so you can travel farther north for fishing trips or into the city for urban experiences. So imagine families starting at Union Station, heading north, maybe stopping here in North Bay to take in a Chief Commando 2 cruise, see the Dion Quince Museum, carry on the next day through to Timmins and on to Cochrane, overnight there, head to Moosonee on the Polar Bear Express, another great Ontario Northland train. After a fascinating day there, head back to Cochrane and then head home, maybe spending another night in one of our other northern towns. Today's announcement complements the acquisition, as MPP Brise said, of 200 kilometers of track between North Bay and Washago, an investment that allows the province to sustain key rail infrastructure, improving both passenger and freight services along the corridor, which helps ensure the train will run on time. That was a crucial purchase. All the Northlander updates demonstrate that the Ontario government is fulfilling its promise to restore the Northlander. We promised safe, reliable, and affordable passenger rail service for the North, giving hardworking families better access to education, healthcare, and good-paying jobs. We've worked hard for 14 years to deliver what the people in Nipissing requested. This continues to position Northern Ontario's economy for growth, resilience, and long-term prosperity. Folks, there's light at the end of the tunnel, and that's the Northlander. And now it gives me great pleasure to introduce a really great friend of Ontario's North. First of all, the hardest working premier you'll ever find in the history of Ontario, and that is no exaggeration, and the hardest supporter, the most diligent supporter of Ontario's North. And I think this investment in the Northlander and the fact that it's here today proves that point. Ladies and gentlemen, our friend and yours, Premier Doug Ford.
Well, first of all, it's great to be here in North Bay, folks. I hopped on the train, I looked at everyone else in all these fancy suits, and I have my beautiful OPP jacket on. But you all look sharp. You got to find out where you get your suits from. First of all, you know, Vic, I'm just so proud of you. I'm so proud of everyone. And, we're alongside. I think you've been introduced about four times already, but I'll do it again. George, thank you. Great representative, great minister from Timmins and Graydon.
What if I could build an app that works my way with Base 44? My work moves fast.
And I want to thank you, Rick. People had the opportunity to listen to you, but you've been instrumental in doing this and the great job you're doing as the PA to the Minister of Transportation. And Mayor, thank you for welcoming us. What a great town you have. And there's no bigger champion down at Queen's Park than Vic. You should see this guy in action over North Bay. He jumps on top of the cabinet table and screaming and shouting. Everything goes to North Bay, but that means you're doing your job. Alan Chad from the Ontario Northland, thank you for your leadership. This wouldn't be possible if it wasn't for yourself. And all the folks that are part of Ontario Northland, folks, you can't see them, but this would not happen without everyone right behind the cameras. They deserve all the credit in the world. And even the folks there, I went to say hello to the people that are ready to sell tickets. They were ready like right now to sell tickets. So just incredible people. Folks, as we see, we've been under attack from President Trump's tariffs, and it continues to cause economic uncertainty. Our government has a plan to protect Ontario. We may not be able to control President Trump, but what we can control, the decisions we make right here in Ontario, by building the most competitive, resilient, and self-reliant economy in the G7. I always say we don't need President Trump's approval to get permits a lot quicker when it comes to mining. We don't need President Trump's approval when we're leading the world in nuclear energy. We don't need his approval to get homes built a lot faster. We can. We're going to be self-reliant, and we are an economic powerhouse around the world. As we found out when we visited Texas, then I have to tell you, I always say this, I differentiate between President Trump's attacks and the great American people that treated us like gold, and we walked away from our trip in Texas, 13 stops in a matter of 3 cities in a little over 2 and a bit days, with billions of dollars of investment right here in Ontario. And I always say nothing is better than looking across the desk, eye to eye with your customer. Not on the screen, not on a telephone, but they appreciated us coming down there, and they're rewarding us with billions of dollars in investment right here in Ontario. We can't afford to be complacent, and we need to be ready for everything. That's why it's more important than ever that we deliver on our plan so we can keep workers on the job and protect Ontario's economy, protect Ontario's communities like we're doing here in North Bay, protect their jobs, and protect families. We're cutting taxes, red tape, and unnecessary paperwork, saving people and businesses $12 billion a year and saving 1.8 million working hours every single year. And that was our #1 selling feature when we're down in the U.S. We have the brightest, the smartest, we have the ingenuity, unlike anywhere in the world, right here in Ontario. This includes our government's $1.1 billion small business tax cut, which is a cut of more than 30% that is saving more than 375,000 small businesses $5,000 each and every single year. And I know you have quite a few small businesses here, Mayor and Vic, and that's $5,000 back into their pockets. What do they do with it? They invest it into their people, their technology, into their infrastructure, maybe new equipment. This is time and money that businesses are reinvesting into more jobs and bigger paychecks for their workers. And we're not stopping there. Across the province, we're investing $236 billion in roads, highways, transit, hospitals, and schools so we can connect communities, create opportunities, and help unlock the economic potential of regions like Northern Ontario. For example, here in North Bay, we're investing over $13 million through our municipal housing infrastructure program to support water and infrastructure projects, enabling the construction of 880 new homes and helping protect more than 25,000 more. We've invested nearly $29 million to build the new Mapleview Public School in North Bay and expand St. Teresa's Catholic Elementary School in Callander. We're supporting North Bay Regional Health Center and the Mattawa Hospital with over $26 million in annual funding to improve care in the community. And we're investing nearly $1.2 million to connect 2,000 new local patients to primary care. We're widening Highway 69 from 2 to 4 lanes between Sudbury and Parry Sound and planning the first 2-in-1 highway pilot project in all of North America. It's never been done. We're doing it on Highway 11 north of North Bay. It'll be the first. We're also investing more than $350 billion to refurbish the 121 GO Transit rail cars at Ontario Northland's facility right here in North Bay to create hundreds of good-paying manufacturing jobs right in this community. As we deliver on the largest transit expansion in North America, we're bringing back the Northlander. For the first time in 14 years since it was canceled by the previous government, I'm thrilled to officially welcome the Northlander back to North Bay today as it continues critical testing ahead of the return to service later this year. This first train set will soon complete burn-in testing, and Ontario Northland is now rigorously testing it along the entire route to make sure everything is operating safely and efficiently. Well, the next 2 train sets will follow in the coming months. Once it's up and running, the Northlander will connect passengers from Toronto to Timmins and Cochrane in comfort, with accessible seats and washrooms, charging ports and Wi-Fi across 16 stops and 740 kilometers. To increase convenience, our government recently introduced legislation to give riders in communities along the line more flexibility with rideshare services to ensure people have the reliable options to get safely to and from stations, and to keep trips on the Northlander affordable. Fares are launching at roughly 10% above the cost of an Ontario Northland bus ticket, with discounts for seniors, veterans, children, families of 2 or more, and people traveling for medical appointments. The Northlander is about more than transportation. It's about connecting people to life-changing opportunities and seniors to vital medical appointments. It's about helping students getting home to their loved ones, boosting tourism, supporting small businesses across the north, and getting miners and skilled workers to their work sites. Bringing the Northlander back means stronger towns and local industries along the entire route, and good jobs and economic growth across the north for generations to come. Our government will continue to invest in the largest plan to build in Canadian history, including roads, transit, highways, so we can connect communities and lower costs for families as we make Ontario the most resilient, self-reliant, and the most competitive economy in the G7. I want to thank you, and may God bless the people of Ontario. Thank you so much.
We will now take questions from.
We're going to forego the questions and hope you'll leave your comments and suggestions, ideas, whatever else, and give us a like, follow, and subscribe. We'll be back. We always are. Don't forget, if you turn on those notifications, you'll be notified when we go live. Have a good morning.